Hi YouTube, it's Veda here with my Onomat Ryzeal deck profile. Let's begin. So starting out for the Ryzeal monsters, I do play the standard 2 ice, 2 swords, 1 X, 1 star, and 1 node. This is a pretty standard package right here. I don't think you would change anything unless any of them get unrestricted or unlimited. So there's that. Now for the Onomat stuff, I do play a pretty heavy package. That's just what I prefer. I might cut down a couple. Honestly, any suggestions is very appreciated. But what I do play is the 3 warrior. I do play the 2 lizard. I do like lizard at 2. And I do play one of every other one, which is Berg, Glove, Coat, in 1 knight. You can change the ratios depending on what you like. That's personally what I like so far. I am open to any suggestions. Now for hand traps, this is what I play depending on my friends and my meta at my locals. I do occasionally go to regionals. So this is what I play for the hand traps, which is pretty standard in my opinion. 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 3 Bell, and then of course the 2 Droll. Now for the spells, I play the 7 Chakion. I think you have to play it. Also the 1 Bonfire. Pretty much Bonfire is Ash bait. And then for the Onomat stuff, I do play 2 para and 1 pickup. I think pickup is a very good card. Same with para. Makes it easier, makes it nice to combo off with the Gaga Gaga Girl. So you can do the level modulate when you're comboing off it. Because Warrior is a 6. And then for the last 2 spells I do play the 1 Cross, and I do play the 1 Called By. I've been thinking on upping this to 2. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe cutting down 1 hand trap or maybe one of the Onomat cards, but right now I think it's good so far. And then for the trap lineup, I play a total of 5. I already play 3 Imperm. And then this is going to make sense here in a minute, but I do play 1 Hole, and I do play 1 Gravediggers. I know some lists don't play Hole or Gravediggers, but I honestly think my extra deck with Rafflesia makes it very, very nice, because Rafflesia can also use Hole and Gravediggers. I do think Time Space is a pretty strong card too, so I've been thinking about adding that as well for like a side, depending on what I match up. For the extra deck, I do play the 1 Detonator and the 2 Duo. I think you have to play it like this. I wouldn't cut down 2 Duo at all. I think 2 is really nice, especially in grand games. 1 Detonator, you would definitely play more Detonator if it wasn't limited to 1. It's limited to 1 for a reason. It is a very strong card, and some cards have a hard time playing through Detonator. Now, for the tech option, I do play the 1 Rafflesia, as you saw with the Trap Hole. I do play the 1 Exciton. Exciton is a very good card where you just need a rank 4 to provoke any interaction, or just a clear board wipe when you're trying to clean up some space, like Blue Eyes or Sky Striker. A very good card. Then I do play 104 for the Tachyon target, the Gaga Girl for the Onomat combo. I thought about playing the Gaga Magician. I'm not entirely sure if I'll play him, but so far I do play the 1 girl. And then for the accents, I do play the one Agitator. I think he's still very strong. Something new I do like playing is Sky Blaster for popping spell and traps if you need to. Sometimes leading off of that with X going second is very strong. And then Eclipse Twin, pretty standard overall. Very, very insane card. And then for my last 5, I do play one Banshee, one Boguska, one Dagaris. Starliege, he's kind of like a flex spot, honestly. You can cut him or change it whichever. Sometimes I like making him to have a stickier inboard. Makes it harder for them to crack through the board. And sometimes it can be a nail in a coffin. But if you don't like that, if you think you want something a little bit different, maybe more utility like the light rank 4 or anything like that, go ahead and do that if you like that more. And then for the last card I like playing Lamplation for hand ripping, because if you open up a pretty insane board and they can't interact with you in any way, this card can sometimes win games. And sometimes you can even crack boards with it. Very strong card. I think this is a must stay. And then with the side deck, this is depending on your meta, but I do play 3 droplets. I do play 1 cross out, 2 triple tactics thrust, and then for the targets, I do play the Duster and the Snorb. Sometimes thrust can be used to search out like Onomat Ryzeal and a couple other cards like that, or Bonfire if you need to. But ideally, you're trying to grab one of these just to break some boards. Then for the monsters, I do have Perulia that I like sighting in and out, depending on the matchup. I do play 2 Nibiru and then 2 Lancia. I think really the only things I would probably change out is maybe the thrust targets for Retaliating Sea for Draco Tail. That's definitely a very strong option to have. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment. It really means a lot to me. If you have any suggestions for videos or for the deck itself, please let me know. I have other decks, maybe Yummy Fiendsmith, I have that. I do have a Lifetime Sprite deck, a couple others. So thank you again for watching. Look forward to making more, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.